morning. Okay, it is chilly this morning. I think my phone said 0.
I had a -1 at one point.
You had a -1. Dan gets up earlier than I do. So the plan for today is to stay in the shop where we have a little bit of heat at least. And we are going to attempt to rebuild this thing. This is our boom. This is the one that was built when I was a kid, and we've just kept tacking shit onto it to either make it longer or better or stronger or adapt it from the old Kubota mini tractor bucket to the forks, and it's just kind of been a Frankenstein. So we're getting ready to set trusses as soon as we get our next pour done. So we figured it would be nice to have something a little longer, a little stronger, because if you remember when we tried to unload the wood here a couple of videos back, well, more than that by the time you guys see this, yeah, the big tractor definitely bent it. So that's the goal for today. Yeah, no kidding. They're even LEDs. They're not even fluorescents. So the fluorescent lights or the LED lights are struggling this morning even. It's so cold. But we're gonna get that guy fired up. Diesel radiant heater. They're pretty nice when they run. We've had a couple of injection issues with it. We'll get, this is the same type of stuff that we're gonna build it out of, is this 3-inch square that we had left over from doing the carport. So we're gonna try to splice together some of that stuff and get us a little bit longer than what we have today. And then we're getting a new bobcat plate, so that, or quick attach, or whatever you want to call those things, so that we don't have to get out of the cat and adjust the forks and then tie up the braces and all that stuff. So that's the goal. We'll probably put you on time lapse here in a little bit, but we're gonna go out and collect all of our stuff first. See you in a bit. All right, so there's a welding shop in town that has that cuts out these bobcat quick attach plates with their CNC, and then it's just tacked up. It's not welded all the way, so we're going to finish up the welding, and we're going to preheat it so that the welds try to penetrate better. So that's what we're getting ready to do now. Don't know if I can set this somewhere that I won't burn another lens up, because I've already burnt a lens up. That's pretty far away.
Famous last words.
Famous last words. Okay. Not pretty, but it should hold. Grinder and paint, making the welder game. Oh, all right. This side a bit. Let's see if this works. Yep, it works.
Now that it's done, let's run in here and have a quick look.
It's not too bad. You can see where I ran over the other tacks. I would say their welder is probably hotter than ours.
I would say so for what they do.
sides and get some on there. Whew.
Are you getting warm?
My butt's getting warm. The rest of me's cold. God damn it, I forgot to open up.
Not sure he really needs to do this. I just think he likes playing with the torch.
Fire!
Part of documenting.
With the good stuff.
I'm trying to find it.
Thanks a lot.
You notice I'm not doing any of this.
Whew. Yuck. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't show it.
Gotta show it. That's why you're heating them up.
Not pretty, but it'll work.
All right. Explain the difference in the two welds here. This is the first one.
That's
here.
the first one that was real cold. I was just trying to do a weave pattern. Again, trying to do a weave pattern, pausing on my shoulders. And it's still, even at pausing on the shoulders, it wasn't getting hot enough to really tie into the plate. On this one, I tried to do a back and forth pattern. So you take the puddle, then you go forward and let it get hot, and then you drag it back through the hot metal, and it reheats back here to try to get those shoulders to tie in better, and I think it did work better. So you just go back and forth a little bit.
Let's see if we can get a better picture of that on this blocking light. Here's better.
Okay, let's.
We're out of here now.
Probably shouldn't take my advice for welding. Just saying. It's not horrible. Those are both.
Not horrible.
They'll hold. Okay. I think that is secured.
All right.
Extra gloves.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
All right, so what are we doing here?
So we are going to put the shim in the middle. That'll give my weld something to back up against and make it to where even if I want it to be hot and full penetration. So I want it to, if it burns through, it'll hit this and then just fill it up with weld. But in order to get it there, I need to tack it so that we can then slide it together. We'll get a straight edge on this. Try to get our seams to line up. Get a straight edge on it and then weld this. So we're using scrap again because the price is right. And we're just linking a couple of them together. That's why we had to weld that one piece back together, is because the seam wasn't welded all the way. So we re-welded that and then put a couple of pieces of these together and get it out to about 15 feet is where we're shooting for. And then we'll get that mounted to our plate, and we're making some type of truss system so that we're gonna have another piece come out and brace into it. But that's kind of a design in progress as we go. So, here we go. So sometimes when you put a little weld on it, and this is going to be gapped because of that tack weld in there, but that's fine because it'll weld hot that way. When you weld right there, it has a tendency to shrink when it cools, and it will pull it. So, oh damn, yeah, that pulled a lot. So see where we're have a gap down here now. So with that was that weld right there pulling that gap together and causing it to shrink. So I might have to cut that tack out if we're going to get it completely straight. Probably doesn't have to be dead straight for what we're doing with it. So maybe it's not that big a deal. I'll weld the top straight across, and maybe that'll shrink us back down a bit. But all right, here we go.